Truman Barber Company is an up-and-coming barbershop located here in Boulder, Colorado. Since opening their doors in 2017, Truman Barber Company has continuously impressed the city of Boulder with their unique sense of style and provided high-quality haircuts in such a curated space. They welcome everyone in the community and aim to add diversity. They strive for organic growth with their shop, and they focus on remaining independent and authentic. In this communication plan, we decided to allocate our media mix to strictly social media, sales promotion, print media, and out-of-home advertising. This decision was made based off our target market's primary engagement points and directed our efforts to them through content they will regularly see. We chose continuous scheduling with this allocation because the target market we are attracting tends to get haircuts about 20 to 26 times a year, making it an often used service. Our allocation of media will be 20% print, 60% social media, 10% sales promotion, and 10% out-of-home advertising. To measure these forms of media, we will use multiple methods. We will measure the output of print, impressions, engagement, foot traffic, and new customers. With $75,000 allowed in our budget, we split up the cost between all of the media mix, figured how much we are going to spend, and we use the full allotted amount. Our target segment is Dave. Dave is a 34-year-old male who is married with no kids. He's the regional manager for a growing tech company here in Boulder. He's been with the same company since he was just 22 years old and got a job as a sales representative working his way up. He has a bachelor's degree in business administration with an emphasis in management. He likes to work out and spend time with his wife. Dave has several tattoos, he's clean cut, clean shaved, and he's very active on social media. Truman Barber Company is here to provide high-quality haircuts to Dave, making him look his best, and to provide an authentic and unique experience for Dave, making him feel relaxed and comfortable.
Truman Barber Company allocation of our budget, we have decided to give 60% of our budget to social media, 20% to our print, 10% to our out-of-home, and 10% to our sales promotion. 10% of our print media, we will be putting advertisements in Boulder Weekly magazine. We have chosen this magazine because it is the most competitive magazine across Boulder. In addition, their target market is 25 to 52 years old, where ours is 25 to 35. Therefore, it hits our entire target market. In addition, most people that read that magazine are going to be our professionals, the people that work in either the tech or service industry, which is something we're also trying to hit on. As far as Boulder Weekly, we just believe it's the best option print-wise to create a competitive advantage for Truman. Prior, we're giving 60% of our budget to social media. This includes Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. We chose Instagram and Twitter because it will not only hit our younger demographic, but also I think it's pretty important to acknowledge that users of Instagram are pretty concerned with their appearance. Most of the pictures that they're sharing are of themselves or something relevant to that. And Truman Barber is really concerned with hitting on a demographic that likes to have a certain upkeep of themselves. So Instagram is good for that. As far as Twitter goes, things on Twitter are easily shared and everyone sees them. So it's going to create a good word of mouth and just buzz about the company as a whole. For Facebook, it's going to hit on our older demographic. But even in addition to that, it's also going to create more buzz and more word of mouth about the company as a whole. And currently, they're not very active on Facebook, so adding this element will help them to increase the foot traffic into their store as a whole. Sales promotion, we have chose two different kinds of promotions. The first is the first 250 customers that come into the shop. If they write a Google or Yelp review about our company, they get 20% off their haircut. The second is the first 500 that recommend our shop to a friend and their friend tells us of that also get a 20% discount. This creates 10% of our allocated budget. We believe that both of these things will create not only existing customers to come back, but also new customers that we didn't already have to our store. Last 10% of our allocated budget will be given to our out-of-home advertising. Through this, we've decided to purchase small posters with collaborators that will create artwork to just promote the shop as a whole. Currently, they aren't doing anything along Pearl Street, so we think maybe that'll take away from competition that's on Pearl Street, but also attract new customers as well. Our measurement of media, I would like to start with our print advertisement. The way that we will measure this is by saying not only how many people purchase the magazine, but also how many people we send the magazine out to. By doing so, we can see what the consumers are buying, if they're buying the magazine with our advertisement in it, and how that's going for the company. The way that we will measure is through social media. This will be done through engagements and impressions. We will measure that by overall CPM, shares, likes, and like I said, just overall impressions from each of the sites. By doing this, we can see how many people engage with our ads and not only see it, but also interact with it as a whole. Efforts of our sales promotion, we will see how many new consumers come into the shop and also how many existing customers return. Those were our two main goals with the sales promotion. That'll be pretty easy to track, so that's how we will track that. For out-of-home advertising, it's kind of hard to see how many people see our advertisement as a whole on Pearl Street through the usage of our mini posters. So we thought that the best way we could measure that is the increase in consumers into the shop, but also just the overall foot traffic into the shop and the engagement with the shop as a whole on Pearl Street.
As for the scheduling aspect, we decided to base it off our key consumer insights. We decided to do more continuous scheduling. We did this primarily because of our research we found in the situational analysis. We found out that the target market tends to get a haircut every 2 to 3 weeks. In this case, we wanted to constantly remind them to come back and get a haircut or to appeal to the new target market that comes in on business trips. Getting a haircut isn't a seasonal or one-time buy. Our target consistently gets haircuts. For print media, we will be running print ads once a month on a full sheet spread in Boulder Weekly. This means we will feature Truman's in 12 different magazines. For collaborators, we will have a new collaborator create a piece of street advertising at the beginning of each quarter. This means we'll have 4 different collaborators create 4 pieces that Truman's can use as advertising for the poster around Pearl Street. We decided to do it quarterly so we could have new artwork be shown to support Truman's throughout the year. It'll be a constant reminder every time the target market walks or drives by it. The sales promotion is based off new consumers and when they complete the task. The first 250 customers will receive the option, and the schedule of it will be based on when they come in and get a haircut. For owned social media, the company needs to regularly post pictures and images on their own sites during popular times. When looking at Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook usage, we found the most popular times to post and have content seen by consumers varies on the platform. From the data we found in Aaron's article on each individual platform, we created a plan for when the company should post on their own social media. Weekly, as you can see in the graph, Twitter was most popular on Sundays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays, in the morning mostly, but one at night. Instagram was popular on Sunday, Thursday, and Friday, mostly in the afternoon, and Facebook was popular on Friday, Monday, and Wednesday during the afternoon as well. As for the paid media advertising, we will schedule the advertisements to be placed based on the popularity of each platform within our target market. They use Facebook the most, so we decided to run 2 paid ads monthly. Then for Instagram and Twitter, the target market has a large presence on these, but not as big as Facebook. For these platforms, we decided to run a paid advertisement for Instagram once every other month. Then the Twitter ad will be ran the months that the Instagram one isn't. We base these off popular usage times we found through the social media platforms. We will alternate months for the whole year. As shown in the charts, 2 Facebook ads and 1 Instagram ad will be ran in January, March, May, July, September, and November on the days provided within each week. The same goes for the alternate months, February, April, June, August, October, and December. These months will have 2 Facebook ads ran, but will have a Twitter ad instead of Instagram. These paid advertisements will be ran like this on social media for 1 whole year.
For Truman's Barber Company, we were given $75,000 to allocate to 4 different forms of advertising. These forms include print media advertising, social media advertising, out-of-home advertising, and sales promotions. For print media advertising, we're going to run a magazine ad 2 times a month for a full year, which will cost us a total of $15,384. For our social media advertising, we're going to advertise across Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Each ad per month costs $1,500. For Facebook, we're going to advertise for an entire year, which will cost $18,000. For Instagram and Twitter, we're going to advertise for 9 months each, which will cost us $27,000. Our total social media budget plan will be around $45,000. From advertising, we decided to work with collaborators to post small posters around Pearl Street. The cumulative cost of all of this will cost us $7,264. Promotion, we decided to run 2 different promotions. Our first promotion will cost us $2,500, and our second promotion will cost us $5,000. This totals to be $7,500. As we are given $75,000 to spend on different forms of advertising. For social media, we're spending $45,000. For our magazine print, we're spending $15,384. For our sales promotion, we're spending $7,500. And for our out-of-home advertising, we're spending $7,264. This total comes out to be $75,148, which means we are $148 over our budget, which will have to be accounted for by the company.